Welcome back. This week we're going to be reading the conclusion of the Ramayana, but we'll be skipping some of the middle story. You are, of course, welcome to read the middle chapters, but to better understand the entirety of Rama's journey, it isn't really necessary for the overall story. A lot of these side quest stories get skipped in retellings and in children's versions of the Ramayana, which is why I chose to skip them. Last week we read chapters 3, 4, and 5 of the Ramayana. Let's rehash what happens in those readings. Sita and Rama return to Ayodhya to find Rama's father wants to give him the throne and retire. When his second wife discovers his plans, she's upset that her own son, Bharata, will be overlooked and calls in a boon, or a wish. She asks for Bharata to be placed as ruler and for Rama to be exiled for 14 years. The father must fulfill these wishes, but he's in turmoil over it. But true to his dharma and righteousness, Rama follows the orders with Sita and his younger brother, Lakshmana, and they leave Bharata in charge and head off to the woods to live as hermits. An evil god, Ravana, who's sometimes called just Ravan, decides to take Sita and wants her as his bride. And so a plot is hatched to steal her away using a golden deer. It works, and Rama and Lakshmana start an adventure to find where Sita has gone to. In the chapters we aren't reading, Rama helps Sugriva, a monkey king, in a similar situation to himself. Sugriva's brother, Vali, stole his wife and kingdom after being granted a boon that makes him virtually impossible to defeat, which is why Sugriva needs Rama's help. Rama does help him and is able to defeat Vali and return Sugriva's wife, asking almost no questions and taking Sugriva's word for what has happened. In exchange for his help, Sugriva gives his monkey army over to Rama to help beat Ravana and win Sita back. The story creates a bit of a moral dilemma for Rama, as Lakshmana will later question his decision to act on Sugriva's words alone and not listen to Vali's side of the story. This is something that's very uncharacteristic of Rama. But Rama explains his actions and the moral decision he made. He claims that it is the dharma of kings to always be moral and follow mortal law. It does not matter that Vali was tricked into exiling his brother and taking his wife. His actions were adharma, or immoral. And for that, the only punishment is to return samsara and learn from his negative karma that he gained in the future life. So, it is presented through Rama that the higher your position in samsara, the more adhered to dharma one must be. And that's an important teaching in the Ramayana. From this interaction, we also get that the leader of the monkey army, Hanuman, like all monkeys, can shapeshift, and his special ability is to change size from the smallest ant to a cosmic proportions. And he helps find Sita, who's been stolen across an ocean to an island owned by Ravana. We'll finish up our reading of the Ramayana this week. Many of the chapters are very short because the retellings focus on plot, and these chapters of the original text are filled more with devotional text than plot, who kills who, and all sorts of things that aren't necessary for the plot. Our reading this week will focus on how Rama discovers where Ravana is holding Sita, the battle to defeat Ravana, Sita's trial, and the end of their exile. Our retelling skips over Sita's trial pretty quickly, which I always find interesting because it's a big part of the story. So I'm including a video for you, and it's not very long, less than 5 minutes. I recommend watching it, but any annotations will earn you extra credits. I'll put the video in this week's module, but note that the completion earns you extra credit, even if it isn't in the extra credit module, okay? Otherwise, enjoy the conclusion of the Ramayana.